Today's subject is a very important one as it deals with men's mental health and more specifically about the support we receive and how wrong expectations of the support can make you even worse off. This is especially important when dealing with relationships with women and the way culture or social media has programmed us to believe how we are supposed to act and how we are supposed to fix our problems. So, as a man, it is absolutely crucial to talk about things, but not in a way that is just whiny and crying about problems without actually looking for a solution. Women, on the other hand, often just need someone to be there, a shoulder to cry on, someone to listen to them and not fix their mistakes. They just need that emotional support. Thinking that men need the same thing will lead you to a bad path. Again, I will say this 10 times in this video. Men need to talk. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk, you should be ashamed or because you're feeling a certain way. No. It is very important to understand yourself and these things. But you need to talk about these things with other men, your friends, your brothers, or if you don't have those people around you, even me, even comments, anyone. But you need to talk about these things with men who are there for you, but in a way that they're going to give you actionable advice, see through your bullshit, give you a reality check, or even joke to you about it, but still be there to listen to you and to empower you to change. And that is the number one distinction. Crying about problems will not get you anywhere, as suffering is an integral part of living. You will suffer in any kind of situation in life. You can have the best possible situation, you will find something to suffer about. You can have the worst habits or you can have the best habits. Suffering is always a part of it. And as a man, if the sooner you realize that you're always going to be in some kind of pain, some kind of stress, the sooner you realize that, the better off you will be. Because listen up. That stress, that depression, those problems are your cross, are your burden that you've been given to carry. As a man, every problem that you receive is something that's simply given to you as a extra support to get better. If there were no problems, if there were no obstacles to overcome, then why would you even try to improve? As a man, you are always on this journey of defeating the demons, both in a literal sense and in a sense of your mental problems. And you're always on this journey of either succumbing to that, to failing, or to getting better and stronger as a result. You might not think about this that way. You might not think about that you're having to do anything of these things, but the more you stay just in the same spot, just living your regular life, the more you're falling down, the more you're stagnating, because men's mental health is all about winning, getting small victories, and getting better every single day. So listen up. If you understand now that suffering is a part of everyone's life, use it to suffer for good things, because suffering for good things will yield in good results and will feel, of course, in you feeling good. Life is not suffering in the sense that everything is dark, everything is this, aesthetic of, I just suffer, discipline, wake up at 3 a.m., run, buy groceries, get kids to school. It's not just that, but you're suffering for great reasons. And those reasons can be whatever for you that you find important in this world. But I will tell you something that if you don't have those reasons, that will just tie all this together. So, I don't have a script, guys, so that's why I have a different train of thoughts. But so let's put it like this. Don't expect when talking to people that they're going to have understanding and compassion. You will not find that, especially not in your partner. And I made this mistake so many times, my friends. I would do good. I would really try hard, but sometimes you're just so overwhelmed. You just sometimes just feel emotional. and you just want someone to understand you, to be like, okay, I understand, I'm here for you, and this and that. But looking for this, for example, in talking to your girlfriend, to your wife, it's very hard for them to have the right things that you want at a certain moment. Because you know why? The thing that you want is not what you need. Instead of burdening women and other people with these things, you know who you can burden, or rather, who's always there for you? God. God is always there for you, and He's given you these burdens as a reason for you to strengthen your faith, to strengthen who you are, and to be the best version of yourself. Men, even though I said you need to talk, should also do a lot of suffering in silence. And because you're suffering in silence, you are given a lot of time to be introspective, to be able to look at why are some things bothering you, and to develop even this such a strong discipline. Because every time a problem occurs, it's a perfect opportunity to be even a better man. I'm not talking, it's very important to make a distinction between just holding things in or actively fixing them. When you're suffering in silence, as I say, you're not just being like, oh, I'm sad, but I'm gonna hide it, I'm not gonna cry. No, man, my friend, I have breakdowns, I cry, but I do this with myself, and I acknowledge it. I know it's normal to have these many different emotions, but then I say, when things get tough, instead of trying to find comfort in my girlfriend, in my friends, sometimes I say, just, God, you've given this for me for a reason, and I know you're here for me. I know you're here for me, that you always have my back. And whatever happens, no matter how hard it is, I know that I'm going to get through this because of your power that you've given me, because your Holy Spirit is inside me. It's very simple. And that goes back to the point that I think I've said about, finding the reasons for you. When you start to understand that this is all just a way to practice your faith, things become so much easier, literally easier, because now you know why you're having to go through these times. So, your friends will give you support, and you should talk, absolutely, but do not forget that some problems are just, you cannot avoid them. And do not forget that you need to feel bad in order to feel good. And even when you're feeling good, there will be some things that will bother you. You can have this baseline of feeling good, trust me. I'm trying to get across. Life is not suffering, life is beautiful. I mean, look at such a sunny day, I have my kittens here, I had a good breakfast. Life is good, but there will always be something that's burdening us, that's making it harder. But let that cross get you stronger. Let it, like a yoke walk, like a strong man. Instead of, being like, this is so hard, get the stuff, start overhead pressing it, my friends. You are a man. You are powerful. You are put on this world to carry it on your shoulders. And this is not something that is a curse. It's beautiful because will also make you feel good. It's very simple. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, you're not alone. Millions of us, billions of us are going through it, my friend. I'm going through it as I speak this right now. That's why I'm talking to you about these subjects. I can have a hard time. I can have many mental problems. I can be dealing with stuff that bothers me so much for years even. But God is there for me, and I know and I feel myself that the more I'm fighting, the more I'm resisting, and the more I'm just trying to be the best man I can, I'm also just stronger. I feel it. I feel that those burdens don't necessarily bring me down as much. And even if they do, I catch myself. Wait, I know I want to cry about it right now. I want to just say someone, I just want someone to have my problems. Start acting instead of just crying. literally get outside, walk, write, do anything is possible, but those actions will get you out of that state. Then talk to your brothers, talk to me, talk to anyone. Just be like, oh, I know this is very overwhelming. Okay, someone will be there to center you. Or again, pray. That will center you. But then don't get this, I think this 10 times I'm saying, but don't get into the illusion that, okay, I need to be sad all the time. You absolutely don't. You almost have to be happy all the time. We say that's impossible, but the more you get closer to God, the more happiness you'll experience, even though with those problems. So yeah, friends, hope I got my message across. Don't expect to just be comforted. Expect people to tell you the real things, and those real things will actually help you. Emotions are normal experience. You can experience, you can cry. Those are all normal things, but as long as you are working towards not being weakened by these things, it's perfect. I love you all. Much love and God bless.